Good day and welcome to JNN's Headline News. I'm Kimberly Wright. In the headlines at this time, 2 shootings were reported Thursday morning, one in Trenchtown and another on Maxfield Avenue. 2 brothers were killed on 10th Street in Trenchtown. It is reported that around 4:30 a.m., 23-year-old Akeem James and 21-year-old Damali Wilson were at home sleeping when armed men with rifles kicked open the door of their house. The brothers were shot dead. An 8-year-old girl and their mother was reportedly in the house at the time of the shooting. The mother fainted and both her and the child were left unhurt. The other shooting happened on Sunlight Street off Maxfield Avenue, where one man was killed. It is reported that the 2 shootings might have been connected. We will have more details in Frontline News. 25-year-old laborer Romain Miller, otherwise called X-Man, was killed and another shot fatally in a gun attack Wednesday night in Effortville, Clarendon. It is reported that about 8:40, Mr. Miller was standing along the roadway when he was pounced upon by armed men. During a struggle with one of his attackers, he was shot multiple times. A man who was nearby ran after the shots were fired and was chased by the gunmen who opened fire at him. He was reportedly shot in one of his legs and the gunmen then escaped. The Jamaica Council of Churches has described Wednesday's deadly attack on 2 children and their pregnant mother in Industry Cove, Green Island, Hanover, as a disregard for the sanctity of life. General Secretary of the Jamaica Council of Churches, Reverend Gary Harriott, says the group is very concerned about the level of domestic violence in Jamaica. In the meantime, Gender Minister Olivia Grange said in a statement that the incident was tragic and is the most horrific case of gender-based violence in the strongest sense of the word. The Nurses Association of Jamaica, NAJ, has welcomed the decision by Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton to commission a study that will look at the health profile of the staff of the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James. Dr. Tufton said he instructed the ministry to assemble a team, which includes external experts, to commission a study that will look at the health profile of the staff of the hospital. He added that this is not because the issue has just occurred, but since it has been an issue that has been around for a while. The College of Fellows of the Jamaican Institute of Architects is claiming that the plan for the Oval Zone at the National Heroes Park calls for the demolition of the government buildings in the area, as well as most of the nearby community of Almond Town. However, the general manager of the UDC, Dr. Damon Graham, is denying those claims and says the development of Heroes Park does not include destruction or loss of the use. Leader of the opposition, Dr. Peter Phillips, has apologized for showing his middle fingers in Parliament on Tuesday during a discussion on the problems facing the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James. Public criticisms have been mounting for Phillips to apologize for the gesture, which he said was not intended to be offensive. The Press Association of Jamaica, PAJ, says it's pleased with Jamaica's continued good showing on the annual World Press Freedom Index, published by Press Freedom Group Reporters Without Borders. Jamaica moved up 2 places from 8th last year to 6th this year out of 180 countries. In its assessment, Reporters Without Borders stated that Jamaica ranks among the countries that most respect freedom of information. In international news, for the first time in over a decade, the leaders of a divided Korea will sit down on Friday to negotiate an end to a decades-long rivalry, which has threatened at times to plunge the world into nuclear war. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un will hold talks with South Korean President Moon Jae-in in the Peace House on the southern side of the demilitarized zone that divides the 2 countries. And those are the stories in the headlines. Join us at 8 p.m. for more details in Frontline News. I'm Kimberly Wright. Pleasant viewing.